Welcome back to another Canon preview. It is time. It feels like it just came out of nowhere. Justice League. Okay, so this is finally here. It's finally here. Let's go back. This thing goes way back to the origin of, this movie. Of course, starting after Batman vs. Superman and the controversy, the chaos, the bombshell, everything that was. It was a critical failure. It was a divisive film amongst fans. It made really good money, actually, but people say it was a bomb because it didn't make $1 billion. Still made $800 million. That's a lot of money. But still, the DCU was kind of up in the air. Fast forward, we get, actually before Wonder Woman, we had Justice League, the Comic-Con before, not this past one, but in 2016, we had Justice League drop a trailer. They're in the middle of filming. They're over a year away, and they drop a trailer. Not only that, before that, you had the newspapers, or not the newspaper, but the reporters, they released their articles on a Justice League set visit way in advance. Now, usually set visits happen, but then you can't release your article until like a few months before the movie or whatever. They let them release the article years in advance. And so that all came to this whole marketing of, we're changing the tone. We're no longer dark. We're getting light. We're getting humorous. Flash is fun. We got jokes, people. Come on over here. And so this whole push went to change the narrative. And they showed confidence by letting people show off Justice League set visit. They showed confidence by showing footage way before they were done. It just started to feel like, okay, they're in the right direction. Then you get Wonder Woman, huge hit, and it takes a lot of pressure off of this movie. As I said in my preview before, I think Wonder Woman, had it been bad, like people were expecting, then Justice League had all the pressure because it was going to come out either way. And that's why I thought whether Wonder Woman was bad or not, it didn't matter because Justice League was going to happen. Let's say Wonder Woman was horrible. They weren't going to cancel Justice League. So either way, Justice League was coming. And so if Wonder Woman was bad, it had a lot of pressure. Since Wonder Woman is good, it has less pressure. It just has to be good. But anyway, we are here now. We had a whole controversy with Joss Whedon coming in to take over for Zack Snyder, all this stuff. And I don't want to get into a DC argument. I'm trying to stay focused, keep it concise. So I won't go into all my thoughts. But the facts are, Zack Snyder stepped away because he had a tragic accident. Not accident. It was a death in the family, and he had to step away. Joss Whedon took over directing duties, or post-production duties, which included reshoots that he directed. Now, the facts are, Joss Whedon rewrote a lot of stuff, and he shot a lot of new footage. The other fact is, Whedon was on the project before Zack left. Zack brought him in to help him rewrite scenes for the reshoots. But then the thing happened with Zack's daughter, and he had to step away. So there's a lot of controversy around that. Not going to get into it. The point is, people should understand Zack and Josh had a relationship prior to. But either way, I think the studio saw the rough cut and things got flipped, even more. Because now what you got is a mashup of Joss Whedon's writing and kind of his style, maybe in the dialogue heavy scenes, and the action set pieces and the action style of Zack Snyder. So a lot of people talk about the trailers and how the color hue went up and all this and all that. We'll never know. The facts of the matter is, we will never know. Like a great sports team and a great movie, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You don't know whose idea was what, blah, blah, blah. We just got to kind of take it as it is. At this point, though, Zack has directing credit, Joss Whedon has a writing credit, and we just got to assume it's a mashup. So, moving forward, what's the buzz going into this? So, recently, social media has been released, the reactions, and it seems it seems lukewarm to good, I would say. Mainly positive. None that were overly negative. So with that, though, we have this review embargo that people have seen the movie can't release their full review yet. It's Monday as of this shooting, and we still haven't had any review embargo lift. So as of right now, Wednesday morning is when the review embargo lifts, which is a day before the movie comes out. Historically, that's not good. Historically, whenever you lift the reviews right before it comes out, that means you're trying to hide them. Now, Wonder Woman had the same schedule. Wonder Woman was set to release right before the movie came out, but after they saw the reactions at the screenings, they changed the date. Now, Wonder Woman was about a week earlier, so it's too late for that with Justice League, but they could still open it tomorrow, which is, 3 days before the technical opening, which is Friday, and that would show some confidence. So, I don't know. They already released the social media, so for me, I don't see why you don't release the full reviews. A huge percent of the people you see tweeting about it, like the people that saw the screenings, are Rotten Tomato reviewers. So, I would say if they're pretty positive, they're going to give it a fresh rating. And so, when we talk about Rotten Tomatoes, it's about what's fresh. It's not the average of the review. Please educate yourself, people. It is what's fresh. How many percent or what percentage of these people said it was fresh, which is 6.5. So I think based off all the stuff that we're hearing about the characters, loving the Flash, loving Aquaman, blah, 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 that it's going to get a high score. Now, in the preview of 2017, I guessed that it would get a 40% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yes, I was shocked when I went back and watched it. I was like, man, I did not have confidence in it. My rationale was the critics. I know I love BVS. I know I love Man of Steel. I know whatever it is that Zack makes, the critics aren't resonating with it. And so I just figured that they won't like what he makes for this. It wasn't an indictment on the movie, which Rotten Tomatoes is not. It's just what the critics' tastes are. And I thought the critics wouldn't like it. So I said 40%. Now that was before I knew the Whedon thing and all the changes, blah, blah, blah. But with fresh information, I would probably still guess, because we don't have a Rotten Tomatoes score, I would guess it's going to hit around 68%. It's going to be fresh, but it won't be super high. So that would be my guess for it. But as far as my expectations, so going into this, man, it's a team up. It's a lot to talk about. I'm going to try to keep it concise. I mean, look at that. We know Batman, at this point, we know Batman. We know. We got a lot in BVS. We also saw him in a decent amount of Suicide Squad. We seen him pop up in... he popped up at the end of Suicide Squad for the end credit scene as Bruce. He didn't pop up in Wonder Woman, but his presence was there. So we got a good idea of who Ben Affleck's Batman is. Of course, we got a whole origin story for Wonder Woman. Now it's the new kid's turn. Jason Momoa from day one on board. The tribal tattoos, everything from the Samoan background, from the water guys and all that, bringing that to the role. Making him like a cool surfer type dude. It's kind of fun. I'm excited to see that. Flash got some work to win me over, because this Barry Allen is not like the Barry Allen I know. This is more like Wally West. And so making him kind of a spaz, especially when you have the TV Flash. I've talked about this years and years ago, that this was going to be a problem when we finally got here. A TV Flash that was popular at the time, even, still around, versus a same Barry Allen who's totally different. So he's got some work to do to win me over. I mean, if you want lighthearted, fun Flash, TV Flash, you can't beat him. So it's going to be hard to see what Ezra Miller does. And the joke so far in the trailer's not my cup of tea. Cyborg. I'm down for Cyborg, because what they're doing with him is a more realistic look as we get with DC, where it's just I'm not happy. I'm not even a hero. I don't know what. I'm a freak. I lost my whole career. I lost my life. I don't, you see him walking around this big hood and stuff. He's freaking out. So I'm excited to see that and his kind of coming to terms with his new life and then how he becomes a hero. So the reluctant hero journey, as they say. So I'm already down for that. The CGI, not a fan. Not a fan. I'm praying it gets cleaned up, but from what I'm seeing in the reactions, the CGI it's kind of weak. And Cyborg's not people's favorite. No one mentioned Cyborg in their comments, but that doesn't mean I won't like it. So we'll see. Yeah, that's the crew. Now, of course, we got the whole Superman thing. I don't think it's an issue. Superman's coming back. We know he's coming back. How he comes back, black suit, mullet, beard, whatever. Okay, I'm fine with it. I think this is bigger fish to fry. People are acting like this is a Superman or like a Man of Steel 2. Where's Superman? Where's Superman? Like, it's Justice League. Justice League is all about people being able to have adventures and missions together without necessarily having the whole crew all together. Now, the first Justice League movie, of course, we're going to get everybody together, but Justice League, the fun part is there's so many people we can hold up, throughout the movie without seeing everybody together in every single scene. So, I think this is going to be pretty cookie cutter. I mean, you're going to start off with Batman, his whole mission. You're going to start off with the background story of Steppenwolf and the mother boxes. That was spoiled a long time ago. But you'll get that scene, and it looks to me like Steppenwolf came to Earth before, back to Themyscira, but they fought him off, and now he's coming back again. But there's mother boxes spread throughout the world, one on Earth, one in Themyscira, and one in Atlantis. So then we'll get to Batman, Wonder Woman, trying to figure out how to pursue the team. And then we'll kind of meet each person as Batman goes and recruits them. Kind of like a Magnificent Seven. So, and then we're going to team up and start fighting. So I think it's pretty cut dry. You just want to have fun with it. I'm not so excited. If you listened to me before, just the reactions made it seem like a Marvel movie. Weak villain, weak story, fun characters, lots of jokes. Again, I like Marvel, I like MCU, but when I go to restaurant MCU, I expect MCU food. When I go to the DCU restaurant, I expect something different. I got a different taste in my mouth. I don't want to go to DCU restaurant and find the MCU on my plate. That's just not what I'm looking for. So it worries me that they're trying to overcorrect because people blame the tone for BVS. Get out of here. There's some editing you could have did better. There's definitely some writing you could have did better. Overall, I loved it, but it is not the tone. Because you want it to be grounded and really look at a real reaction of something, you're going to tell me that made the movie bad? No. What's every indie movie and Oscar-winning movie? Those aren't bad, but yet they do the same thing. So, anyway, I'm scared it falls into a stereotypical hero movie, but I can't deny seeing my boys and lady on the same screen is going to be enough to make me go crazy. We know we got a surprise cameo coming somewhere. Either it's a Green Lantern, not Hal Jordan, but one of the Green Lanterns, Kilowog, whoever, or Shazam might pop up since we got a Shazam. Who knows? I'm not going to speculate. So I'm still excited a little bit just to see it. But as far as the experience of the movie, I've kind of lost my excitement. I don't want to go into this and find the MCU movie. I'm scared about that. But as far as my expectations, like I said, I expect a progression. I'm praying that it's not just, okay, now we're a fun movie now, because Zack Snyder planned a progression to light tones in different movies. And I think it was rushed, and I'm just hoping this movie still lets us see the maturation of Superman, who is set up in the trailers where people miss him, and he comes back to that, and hopefully he is now empowered by, the humanity's love for him, that he's now a hero, We already seen Batman kind of change. Flash is a goofy guy. So hopefully it's a natural progression to a light tone and not just plopped in there. But anyway, I'm going on Nerd Night. 6 o'clock, Justice League. 6 o'clock instead of 7. I love that. IMAX, gotta go IMAX all day. I'm excited for it. Go to the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. What are your expectations? Are you excited? What do you think the score will be? Thumbs up, subscribe, and if you heard it here, it's official canon.